take you now to assembly participant Marty Waxman, standing by at the scientific incubator in Kiryat Gat. Marty.
Shalom. I'm in Kiryat Gat today, an industrial city of 38,000, which was funded in 1956.
In less than 3 years, 10,000 people immigrated mainly from the former USSR to Kiryat Gat, located in Israel's northern Negev. New housing has been built for the immigrants. For them, finding a job is the next priority. 20% of the new Olim have been absorbed by assembly line-oriented factories in the city. Boris Frankenberg arrived in Israel a year and a half ago from Tashkent. He lives in a nearby caravan site.
I'm a mechanical engineer, and I worked in Russia as a chief engineer of project. And here I was forced to work in agriculture, for I haven't found a job here in Israel.
Like Boris, many came with a high level of scientific expertise. Kiryat Gat has sought to utilize their knowledge by creating the Gat High-Tech Center. The Industrial Incubator is the brainchild of the chief scientist at the Trade and Commerce Ministry. Funds also have been provided by the Kiryat Gat municipality and Cooperation of Economy Growth and the Negev Forum of the Jewish Agency.
The goals of this incubator, which create in Kiryat Gat, is to create jobs in Kiryat Gat for the people of Kiryat Gat.
Dr. Uzi Moore directs the team of Israeli businessmen who oversee the center's projects during the formative stage of the R&D. $250,000 was allocated for each project at the center by the chief scientist. In addition, there's a scientific backup by the Ben Gurion University of Beersheba.
Until now, we already checked 150 projects. We evaluate 40. Working now only 5, and 5 are in the last stage of coming to operate here in the incubator.
Among the priority projects is a non-brassing tubeless aluminum heat exchanger invented by Dr. Stanislav Gopin of Roditech Limited, a company which was formed in the center. The chief advantages of the innovative heat exchanger is it's inexpensive and it enables recycling of the aluminum. Roditech is now negotiating the possibility of building a factory for this invention in Kiryat Gat. Another startup company, Megagat, a joint venture of Israeli entrepreneur Zvi Kipper and New Ola electronics engineer Dr. Alexander Zak, is the high-tech security attaché case, which elicits warning, deterrent, and tracking functions. This project is close to prototype. Veteran immigrant and entrepreneur Yuri Margulis of Mamash Limited is developing a new kind of binder which binds waste industrial materials such as polystyrene, waste paper, and wood. This new material can be formed into different looks like marble and fiberwood. It is fire resistant, waterproof, and very light. This promising invention is in the process of creating a beta site plan. Here's an example of a project at the drawing board stage. Emmett Limited's Dr. Samuel Perkovich is designing a machine which enables hyper-disintegration of powders to ultrafine powders, or hyper-mixing of these powders, suspensions, or emulsions. This machine will be used for pharmaceutical, cosmetic, and chemical industries and has a huge potential market.
I met an inventor. His name is Samuel Perkovich, and I began to work with him. At first, it was an interesting work, but without any payment. And after several months, we began to work at this incubator.
They get from here all the services that they need for creating a new company and a startup company.
Now we have a firm It's a very promising enterprise, for the idea and the equipment are very profitable in future.
The input of the marketability and profitability of each invention of the Gat High-Tech Center is provided by American businessmen from Baltimore, the Twin City to Kiryat Gat. The incubator will enable Boris and other inventors to hatch their high-tech eggs into sophisticated products.
Over here you can see Marvin Shapiro, a businessman, the chairman of Baltimore's economic development team, who shares responsibility for chairing the board of the R&D incubator with an Israeli businessman, Itzik Ran. We work with them all the way. In Baltimore and Israel, the fax machines, the telephones, they go back and forth. This is the essence of business networking.
Through the development of expert-oriented small businesses, a real joint venture is conducted for a better future for the city of Kiryat Gat and the Israeli society.